hear it in the background, but you can hear a definite rumble to the road, and that means, well, it's Sturgis Rally time. Actually, it officially started yesterday. It is August 2nd, 2025. So the second day of the Sturgis Rally. And here we are. We're getting ready to roll out. Kill that spider there. Getting ready to roll out. We've already kind of been doing some things. Went and test rode a new Goldwing this morning. That wasn't too bad, although the seat's a little bit suspect. Well, we made it. After an epic journey that was uneventful of 20 miles or so, we made it. We rode ours. For like what, the 23rd time, Cal? Yeah. That traffic's not as bad as I thought it would be. I figure we'll try to park on the east end.
Yeah, that's
Shortcuts. I tell you what, we don't have time for trailers. No. Even though I've only gone 20 miles, but we're not going to tell you that. And someone made a very good point on the Facebook forum for the rally that basically said, yeah, all these people that are dogging the trailer people. Okay. Cool. All the people that are dogging the trailer player go like 500 to 1,000 miles. Although, to be fair, I can't really say much because, I mean, we do ride a Honda Goldwing, so it's practically a car, so it don't count anyway. Yep. Wife just said that's why we ride a Honda Goldwing. That'll work. You want to hop off? Right by my brethren. You know what? I think I'm gonna go straight up and down. Getting a little bit tight here, but you know what? Like I told you, generally you can find something on the east end. Well, let's go walk. Yeah. Yeah, sun's kind of rough on the skin.
Yeah, you can tell.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, there's some places to go. And yes, some of those are in the yellow, but you're between the barricades, so you're fine. As long as you're between the barricades. Only between the barricades. And don't like a clearly marked fire lane. I'll show you how they mark them. It's pretty clear. Really?
Yeah. Used to be, you could buy it. Well, I mean, I'm sure that the city of Sturgis is corrupt as fuck, so.
Right, didn't have the money to maintain them or something.
Free multi-tool, don't leave home without it. Stay prepared, stay ready. Don't Just follow someone else.
Yeah.
Well, that's an interesting little tool.
What is it?
I mean, can't do a ton with it, but
Want me to put it in my bag?
no, I'll put it in my bike.
Okay.
But I tell you what, if you need something in a pinch, you know, it's better than nothing. Bottle opener, letter opener, box opener, screwdriver, can opener, cell phone stand. I suppose we better see if Cora's just happened to come back.
I know, I miss Cora.
I know.
That was like the best part of rally if she came back.
Yep. Yep. Nope, absolutely. Yeah, I should have probably got some cash before we came up.
I have something.
Oh, okay. I was say, I suppose I better go to Domino's and buy a beer.
Look at this. This isn't full of.
Huh?
This isn't full of vendors.
That is weird. Yeah, usually that's really full of people.
Inside and outside.
Yeah, usually that nice little shady area ain't there because there's a vendor there.
Yeah.
Maybe this isn't going to be bigger than 75th. I could have told you that.
I don't think this rally's going to be as big.
If you remember from my pre-rally video, my prediction was 663,000. May have been a little high, but no 800,000. No. An Adventure Can-Am, also known as an overpriced three-wheeler. That we had that. No. Interesting, though. It does have an interesting look to it for sure. Oh, and yes, the cop version. Well, we found your Can-Am, Cal.
They're actually a little cheaper than the Goldwing.
They are, yeah.
Yeah, they still have the SS.
Yeah, these ones are pretty nice.
Oh, I think I'm pretty.
The seat's okay. I think I'd still splurge for the Russell Day Long. No, that's like your color of purple too. Like not that weird, you know,
Yeah.
Estelle one, but the dark one.
I don't know. I mean, they are cheaper than the Goldwing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
You're in the fun line. Dixon line. I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's sparkly. I know I'm a total wuss because I'm drinking a sparkly sour, but
it's good, actually.
oh yeah, it's really good. I'm gonna have to research the name on it. The place is out of Valley Springs, but
I like it.
yeah,
It's not too sweet.
yeah. Actually, you're right. It's like, it's sweet, but it's not like ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's actually what I like about sours, is they're sweet but not ridiculous.
Cross that way?
Yeah, I was gonna show the house, the old place. So, funny story, and if you've been around here, you've seen it before, but we used to live right there. And, well, look what's right across the alley. Raleigh used to be a, well, how do you say, Cal? I know for you, it was a stressful experience. Yeah, that expression says it all. Because it was great, you know, finally at 2 o'clock in the morning, things would calm down. But then they'd come get the trash. And then the bear trucks would show up. And then, what was it, Bloody Mary breakfast at 7 o'clock in the morning?
And then rinsing out the porta potty.
Oh, yeah, yep, that too. Yep. So, needless to say, sleep was a luxury during rally. Fortunately, I could do it because, you know, I'd slept through crap all the time. But unfortunately for you, it wasn't so much.
I'm such a light sleeper.
Yep. So yes, rally's more enjoyable now because, well, guess what? I can go home at night. You hear a faint rumble of the interstate motorcycles at my house. That's it.
Followed by some cops.
Well, yeah.
Also,
Well,
how many times was our house on cops?
oh.
I don't even know how many. That old TV show Cops.
Yep. Nope. I've been. I swear to God, I've seen it on Cops before.
Oh, your mom used to call and be like, "I've seen your house on Cops." I'm like, yeah, that was the plan.
Oh, and all kinds of stuff would happen there. Actually, just tell them about some of the stuff that happened, Cal.
Oh, so the old guy that used to own the Full Throttle. Well, this used to be the
Broken Spoke.
And so he had this manager who did like so many drugs. And I walked out the back door and he's snorting cocaine off our motorcycle trailer. So I had to call the cops. And then he came back over and he was going to put the pickup headlights out of Richard's truck with a hammer, but I got him to stop. Oh, and then we had those people that used our barbecue grill, left it on, put our patio furniture on top of it, and walked off.
Still on.
Yep, still on. You remember that lady who was going to try to sue us because she fell off our retaining wall drunk?
I remember that one.
Yeah. I'm like, you're whatever.
I remember that. Yeah, we pretty much told her, yeah, you're smoking crack, go away.
Also, that used to be a one-way street, and the amount of people that can't make
It still is.
Is it still one-way?
Yep, it still is.
The amount of people that can't make a U-turn, and then we watch them drop the bike. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff that
So, we're not going to tell them all here, but maybe next year we'll ramp up to the rally. I think we're going to do some barstool stories, but we're going to talk about rally stories because we got some. We've seen a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two, I guess. But, you know, it's just lovely rally. Although we were talking about how things have changed, you know. Like, there used to be all kinds of characters you'd see here. Like, what do we talk about? Like, Jesus is gone. Santa Claus is gone. The guy that had the dog, or the cat that rode the dog, and the bird that rode the cat, all together. He's gone.
Bottle cap bike guy.
Yep, bottle cap bike guy. Buffalo. Yep. Yep. All of them are, well, gone. And I don't know, it's kind of a bummer because the characters kind of used to be what made rally fun. It's just not the same anymore. But things change. Also, let's be honest, money changes a lot of things. And, well, this is a place you gotta have money, period.
Yeah.
Honestly, if we didn't have this 20 miles away from us, you basically probably never would see us at rallies. They're just generally not my cup of tea. But it's one of those, we live here, we gotta deal with it, just we'll enjoy it, right?
Right.
So.
Yep, shortcuts. Shortcuts are important during rally. Well, we're gonna call that a day. We got a date with the pool at home. Hopefully that cooperates. be good this morning. Well, hello there. Forgive my rudeness. Welcome to the Sodak Motorcycle Blog on official day 3, me day 2 of the rally. Today's show is sponsored by my friend the flashing ABS light, because what would we do without our flashing ABS light? However, whatever's happening must be starting to become more of an issue. Yeah, I still haven't poked the code yet. Whoops. I know, my bike's gonna blow up and I'm gonna die. But hey, that would be, that would go with, I guess, the spirit of the rally. It's been a rough couple days here. Which I guess brings me to my first point of the day. For God's sakes, fellas, please calm down. Stop being dumb. Please stop it. Everybody, bikers, cagers, everyone, just stop being dumb. I know you won't, but please, guys, stop it. Like, let's quit killing each other. How about that? But anyways, like I said, one of the fun parts of the rally. Ooh. Sorry about that. Still clearing up I think I got a cold a few weeks ago. Still trying to clear the cough part of it up. But anyways, TMI there. But anyways, let's get off the bad stuff. How about that? Okay, so good thing is today we're out, as you can see, we're out for another ride. If you haven't figured it out already, we're heading towards Sturgis. We're going to reacquaint with the good ride today. It's been quite a few years since we've done it. I want to say yeah. So with the Green Night, that was one thing us Green Nights always used to do. We always would do the good ride on Sunday because, well, veterans get the ride. Basically, they get the ride. You can do the ride for free. So we'd gather up our information, send it to the org and all that. Well, then in 2023, was it 3? Yeah, 2023, they couldn't have the ride that year. So we decided as Green Knights that we'd host just kind of a Green Knights ride. Like, if there's Green Knights in the area, meet at this place and we'll go for a ride somewhere. And we did that for 2 years while I was with them. Obviously, I'm not with them anymore, so, and the good ride is happening again. So I am, like I said, going to do the good ride today. Because if you've been under a rock, well, I've not been a Green Knight since July 1 of this year, so. And I gotta say this, it's been kind of nice to not have to deal with some of that stuff anymore. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I love the organization, I loved what it stood for. But I tell you what, I don't miss a lot of the, like, for example, going around Sturgis. I don't have to worry about my vest anymore. I just wear my vest because, well, it no longer has colors on it. So I can wear it pretty much wherever the hell I want to and not have to worry about it. Now, I do understand protocol. I mean, in the end, you don't necessarily, like, I've seen other organizations that aren't, MCs in places like, in places in Sturgis that have the sign outside that says no colors at all. Because that's just a Sturgis Rally thing, period. It applies to campgrounds, everything. No colors is no colors. And yes, there's some gray area where organizations like, Green Knights, maybe some others, okay, maybe not necessarily, but here's the thing. And sometimes we would have internal fights about this. In my mind, if you can't have colors in there, you can't have colors. In fact, the Green Knights call their vests with their patch on it, they call it their colors. So, I mean, by word definition, it says no colors. We can't wear them in there, period. Now, for those of you who say, well, it only applies to, like, the 1%ers. Okay, cool, but here's the thing. In my mind, that's kind of a slap in the face to the 1%er clubs. Because in my mind, if you're going to say no colors, then by God, that applies to everybody. And none of us are going to wear our colors in there. And, you know, we may go to places that don't make a big deal about it. The thing is, though, in Sturgis, it's completely different because it's, you know, part of one of the things to stay alive and exist as a business in the town, you got to kind of play ball with everybody. And, well, the Sturgis PT is really big on the no colors in the places. So, even though ironically, the last bout of trouble that actually happened in a bar was by a guy that was in a Leo MC, ironically. But we don't talk about that because Leo MCs don't count. Don't ask me about my opinion of Leo MCs because, well, that would be a whole video in itself. But anyways, it's kind of nice not to have to worry about that anymore, you know? I mean, I could get out here and say, oh, it's so liberating. Yeah, I mean, it's not really liberating. It's just kind of nice not to have to worry about it. But don't get that wrong. There's still things about the Green Knights that I miss and I'm going to miss. That's just how it is. So, but anyways, we're about, what, 9 miles out? Yes, 9.2 miles out. We'll talk to you in Sturgis. We're probably going to do some wandering around town, see what's up, see what businesses are out there, and get some fuel and go register for the run. So here's a fun tip, and I'm pretty sure I've said this before. Here's the thing about Sturgis. Get out here early. Because it's 5 after 8 in the morning. And, yeah, there's movement, there's action, but it's not, like... If you're trying to get out of town before the rush, man, this is your time to go. Definitely. Because look at how, like I said, you can maneuver right now. About the only thing that's really terribly packed right now is, well, the breakfast places. And, well, Burger King's not very packed, I guess. So basically it's the breakfast places and the gas stations, and that's about it. But yeah, wake up early. If you really want to get the good riding in, and honestly, if you're leaving town at 8, you're almost too late. My recommendation to you, if you really want to ride somewhere, like I'd be rolling out of town with the sunrise at like 5. Now, is that hard to do in a camp? Yes. Especially where the party don't stop till like, 4 in the morning. But, I tell you what, if you're here for the riding, I'm telling you, get up early. You won't regret it. And plus, you start getting up early and make yourself get up early, guess what? It'll be easier to fall asleep because you're going to be exhausted. That looks like a Star Tour Deluxe. By God, it is. You don't see a ton of them around anymore. Good underrated bike for sure. Oh hell, fuel's cheaper here than it is down in Piedmont. That's interesting. So like I said, as you can see, about the only thing busy right now is gas stations. We may come over there and fill up before I head to the sign up. Oh, I love the fake pullout. That's like my favorite. All right, what else is around? Oh shoot, I didn't even check what was at the damn old Pomida. What we got here? Okay, I've seen all that. All right, that's where the Harley ride goes. Oh, that's interesting. There we go. You know what? Let's take one swing up Main. So as you can see, if you're a people watcher and you want to people watch all day, this is the time to do it. Here's one tip though. Both sides of the dang yellow, don't just park over the middle of the yellow. I know what you're thinking. Oh, but I stick out. No, you don't, because the traffic lane will go more towards the bikes. See how far the bikes are in there? Basically, ideally, when there's everything in the middle, and yeah, you got plenty of space. But yeah, it's a lot easier if everybody just goes that side of the yellow. You just pull straight in and you can back straight out. Not a big deal. It's pretty easy to do. And like I said, if you really want the prime parking, this is the time to come down. If you want those pictures like that guy back there was doing, of like you on Main Street, see, these guys aren't too bad. Although they got to be back about another foot off that center line. Here's where they really screw the pooches, right up here by the tower. By the way, fire lanes, don't park. Clearly marked fire lanes. But yeah, see how they just screwed everybody by parking like that? These guys got it right. Be nice if more did. Boy, that U-turn is so much easier when there ain't bikes in there. No, there's plenty of space if you kind of, you know, use your left brain and, you know, are smart about your parking. little baby chopper there. And the other thing too you got to think about is yes, there's some yellow and handicap spots there, but here's the thing. It doesn't matter between those signs. As long as you're between those signs, you're pretty much good to park free reign. But you gotta be between the barricades. If you're not between the barricades, then, well, you're risking it. Also, center line, don't worry about being straight on. Just pull in so you can just pull in and then back out. I'd say on the corner, on the curb, absolutely back in. It's easier to do, but otherwise, yeah. But there you go. 8:15. You want a good spot on Main Street? Come early. Pretty simple. And actually, a good chunk of these are going to be here all day. But like I said, this is one of the best places to come people watch, even with the diminished weirdness of it. It used to be a lot better 20 years ago, but you know, things change. You can't just, you know, show up with no money at Rally anymore. Or to even be in motorcycles. You really can't do it without money anymore. It's extremely hard to do. And we're kind of off. Now we're off. Well, I kind of figured it'd be a good time to kind of get out of there before it gets too busy. Like I said before, the good ride this year, it's a poker run, so And they got the stops in a weird order. I'm assuming the stops are open the whole run pretty much, I would guess. I'd hope so. But we'll find out. First place we're going to go is the Deadwood Visitor Center. Got to go to the Indian tent there. I think on the card it's listed as stop 2. Like I said, we're going to do it. We're going to go a little out of order. And then the second stop will be the Boar's Nest. That's stop 1. Then down to, we're going to go down Nemo Road to Rapid City. There's a stop at Black Hills Harley Davidson. Then from there we're going to go up the Sig Sauer Sawyer, whatever, setup is over there at the where the Chevy dealership is in town. Hit that up. We got around to Buffalo Chip, get a punch, and then back to the Indian tent. And got to be back there before 5:30. Shouldn't be too hard. I think it'll be pretty easy to do, especially the way I ride. The fun of getting out of town in the morning. What'd I tell you about 2 hours ago? You want out of town easily, get out of there by like 9 o'clock. Because otherwise you have to wait for a minute. Especially the first few days. Well, and then at the end too. Because you get towards Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and past during rally week, it starts becoming more of a everybody's getting out of town issue. So, plan accordingly. We'll talk to you down the road. Alright, we have just left the Indian setup in Deadwood. So it's pretty interesting. First of all, you get there, you pick your number. They don't draw a number. At least in Indian, you pick your number. So you kind of just got to guess. I like that. Also, turns out there are different routes. Every car does, or there's a few different routes. So actually the ones that were there before, they had a stops and spearfish and stuff. So I do like that concept. I think that's pretty cool. Definitely a lot better enjoyable run than the other way around for sure. Because that run was just a cluster. Unfortunately, I like what he does. I like what Kerry does here, but man, they can't. Their ride planning always kind of wasn't great. Like Wing It kind of doesn't work when you got a ride of like 150 people or whatever it is. But it's okay. I like this new concept absolutely. Although one thing I am gonna miss is having a straight pipe, bobber beside me going, baby, 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 no throttle control, no throttle control, no throttle control. I'm gonna miss that. I'm really gonna miss that. Absolutely. I mean, I haven't been this heartbroken since, I haven't been this heartbroken since the last time I got to take my motorcycle out of town on a trip. Anyways, big rocking chair. Alright, let's go to the Boar's Nest. This one could be an adventure. Well, it is busy at the Boar's Nest today. Granted, partially because, well, it is rally. Also, 2 Lane Life and Thrash and Supply are doing a meet and greet / cookout. So, there's a lot of people here. So we're probably easily, We're easily a quarter mile from the Boar's Nest. It's a quarter mile that way. Then you got bikes on the other side, on both sides. They go down about, oh, probably dang near a half a mile. Not to mention the parking lot is full and packed, and so no bother. We just will not be having. I was gonna have lunch here, but no, we're not gonna have lunch here. Nice thing about Boar's Nest is I can be at the Boar's. I can go to the Boar's Nest all flipping year, man. So we can do that. But anyways, get my pants up here. Next stop is Black Hills Harley Davidson. So we'll see you there. Well, you know, one of the great things about a poker run, especially a self-guided run, and I think it works very great with the name of this run being the Good Ride, is it's a poker run with stops. You can make your own good ride. And I've made my own good ride. We are down here, we were running up Nemo Road here. After the Boar's Nest, we went down the lead, caught up 385, found Nemo Road, and we've been on Nemo Road ever since. And yeah, it's not as twisty or technical as like the Needles or the Canyon, Spearfish Canyon that is, or even Van Acker Canyon, or the oh geez, Iron Mountain Road. Figure I better mention that. But where it lacks in that, it makes up for in just being just a very nice, just solid road, like an absolutely solid road through the hills. So you don't have to take 385 through the hills. That 385 isn't terrible. You get some beautiful scenery, but it's not what Nemo Road is. Nemo Road is the county roads. It takes you through Little Old Nemo. There's some cool little places there. One of them being Big Mama's. Got Nemo Mercantile there. The fire department does a pancake breakfast every morning during the rally. Also, if you've been in the hills hunting before, you've probably been in Nemo, either staying and hunting or eating after your hunt. So a lot of things there going on. But yeah, this is like just a good solid road. It's not too difficult. You got some spots that are a little technical and tough, but not, it isn't overbearing. Now it is one of those roads, if you're not paying attention, it can sneak up on you, because you'll be flying down the road doing 50 miles an hour and all of a sudden, boom, there's a 25 mile per hour curve. So those are some things to keep in mind with it, but it's a great road. And especially where I had to go to Black Hills Harley Davidson anyway from Lead, I couldn't think of a better road to add to my good ride than this one. But we will check in with you in a bit. Well, maybe I'll have you look at this valley real quick. Like I said, beautiful, right? And the weather ain't bad today either. A little sticky in the air, but not terrible. But yeah, there you go. Nice little valley to live in. I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't mind living down in this little spot. It's beautiful. All right, so welcome to the Black Hills Pickup Rally. All them pickups are out here for the show and shine. It's gonna take place at 3 o'clock. Pickups and motorcycles, that's the thing nowadays. Pickups and motorcycles. Here to get our card punched at Dunlop. You can see lunch is on. Kind of what you expect today, a nice busy day. I would guess that today might be one of the more busier days, just because you got the group all squared away now. Where I think we'll skip the card today. I don't want to take my hand off the deal. Or maybe we'll grab it. Yep, there we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at them skills, bro. Them skills, bro. Skills. It's the only place in the world where I actually use that skill is at a rally. The ability to grab a card with one hand, stick it in your mouth, do all that while you remain in motion and not tip the bike over. Like I said, skills. Oh god, there's tons of open spacing. I'm gonna go I think I'm gonna try to see how far I can get to the front. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna see how far I can, yeah. Cancel. Must have said hello, Senna. There we go, we figured it out. So we finally, cancel. We finally figured out the commands. You gotta say hello and then SENA. That's what makes it finally figured out how to make that go. So I think, oh, there I see the tent right up there for Dunlop. All right. Well, let's see if we can get one of these up front spots. Let's see if we can do that. There's definitely some spots up here, for sure. Oh yeah, tons and tons and tons of spots. Yeah, once they get the first batch parked, you just as well not park at the back. You just as well come up close to the front, because there'll be more stuff up front for you. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, let's see here. Uh-oh. May have went too far. Dang it, I committed myself. Yeah, not quite. We didn't commit ourselves all the way. There we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah, let's do that. All right. We're going to duck walk for a bit. Get up a little closer to stuff. These guys are in the highway lane. Look at that. How about that? All right, here we are. HD. All right, let's go get a card punch. So I think we're going to walk around a little bit, cool off a little bit, maybe find a little something to eat, and we'll go from there. All right. Well, that cloud there says it's time to go. Because I don't want to deal with it. Neither do they. Time to go. All right. Looks to me like everybody's thinking the same thing. Don't blame them. Because obviously I'm doing the same damn thing. That's how you get out of that. Kind of keep your eyes in the right spot, though. Takes some discipline for sure. Even coming through the parking lots here at Rally, you got to have some abilities. Honestly, this is where those parking light drills come in handy. Is Sturgis Rally parking. All right. Just in case that storm, I did look at the storm. It looks like it's going southeast, but the funny thing about that is, in the last 10 minutes as I've been sitting here, that thing has pretty sure come closer to us. But we'll check in with you when we get back. Yeah, next stop's going to be the 6-sower tent up in Sturgis. So we'll go there now. Maybe. Eventually. We'll get there. Just bear with me. Actually, you won't have to bear with me very long, because right, the next time I turn this on, I'll be right there looking at it. more you know. Told you. We made it. Got punched. Now, let's head out to the... whoops. Back that up. Let's head out to the campground that shall remain nameless. Now I know the traffic speed is really slow here. It's 35 miles an hour. It's never that slow. It's 45 normally. And I get it. It's slow. It's stupid. It's annoying. I got it. You know what? Especially if you're out here by yourself. 35. Now, if traffic is flowing a little quicker, stick with traffic, but don't go past it. Don't get crazy. Because if you're out here by yourself doing 55, you're going to get popped. If you're out here at night... Oh, okay. No cruise, I guess. If you're out here at night, that's why. Yep, that's why. Yep, high gear. Yep. You notice I'm setting my cruise here. Yep. That's kind of what it is. It sucks. It's a deal, dude. It sucks ass, man. Come on. There you go. There. Yep. It sucks. It sucks doing 35 through here. It's ridiculous. I got it, but I'm just going to tell you right now, save yourself some trouble and just be patient and deal with it. Just be patient and deal with it. It is what it is. And like I said, if you were to get in that pack, that wouldn't be bad either. But whatever you do, don't make yourself a target. Because let's put it this way. If I were to, let's say, I'm going to do 55 through all this crap right now, even through, you know what would happen? Hypo would pull my ass over probably. And the next 2 hours of my life would suck. Because let's be honest, whether you're all square or not, you're getting the full setup. Only thing that's different, the only differences will be, are you getting a fine or not? Like this guy's pushing it. This guy's playing with fire. Not too much though. But yeah, it sucks. Deal with it. Once again, we're going to campground at Salver Name. I'm just going to get our hole punched. I can't remember what the business is called. Some mechanic shop up there. Anyways, we'll see you in a bit. Looks like gotta love overcompensation. Overcompensation right there. I wonder if he ever actually served or not. All I gotta say, you put a flag that big on your freaking vehicle. I don't know, man. What's it about? Is it about America or is it about you? Because I feel like you're really blurring the lines. I feel like a lot of you are making it about you, but oh well. Oh, and before you say I don't get it, 26 years in the United States military. Deployments to Iraq, countless frickin' community helping help with floods and tornadoes and blizzards and all that crap. So you can come at me all day with that crap, but just make sure you've probably, let's just hope you've done more than I have. Let's just say it that way. Because I'll be damned if someone who never was in uniform is going to tell me how things should frickin' be as far as flag code goes and all that. Because, no. You. Until you've actually risen your right hand and listed in something, off. That's all I gotta say on that. So, one tip I do have for you is if you're in a group and you come down here Main Street at 3:20 in the afternoon, don't expect to be able to park all together. Just saying. Like, you're just not going to find it. Oh, Jesus Christ. How far you need to go back? No, it's much easier for like one. Like, there's a spot right there. I don't know, everybody thinks they gotta park together. Yeah, the classiest of all the motorcycle shirts. Look at that old gold wing. Ain't that pretty? Nice old gold wing there. Like the color. That's the second forest green. The second forest green gold wing I've seen today. And I know it's not the same one because there's no way he got here faster than me because there's nowhere near his bike. So 2 forest green gold wings. That's pretty damn cool. Are you? All right. Idiots. Better go. Better go. And like, you could park there. You absolutely could. Once again, remember, between the signs, fair game. And there, yes, there's spots to park. And like I said, your group of 3 might have to split up a little bit. It's okay. You can be fine by yourselves. Kind of like you don't all need to wear, you know, helmets together. If you want to wear a helmet, wear it. If you don't want to, don't wear it. Nothing saying you have to as a group. Do what you want to do, man. Life is easier when you do what you want to do. But all right, we're gonna go do my last card here. Swap out a battery too. Okay, well, I think we're gonna put a bow on the day. It's definitely time to head home. It's been a long day. Dude, yeah. like, dude, I'm trying to go. I got it. It's a cool bike, man. like I said, situational awareness is not great. Anyways, yeah, been in town for just about 12 hours. But like I said, it was a pretty good day. Pretty good run. Oh, Jesus. I will say this. This is the latest I've left town. Oh, you know, big skeleton in a pickup. You know. So like I said, this is the latest I have left on a non-concert. Like for a very long time. But, like I said, it's time to call it. Really don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. I suppose we'll be up the normal 4:30. Probably get a workout in. Probably, well, definitely going to go donate some plasma. Then from there, I don't know what the day is going to take, where the day is going to take me yet. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Guess what? Monday didn't happen. Went and did my thing, donated plasma in the morning, and then I decided, well, the lawn needed to be mowed because, well, it did. And I mowed it, and hell, I struggled through the whole thing. Had to take a break twice. For whatever reason, just the humidity in the yard was just ridiculous yesterday. The sun, I think it was a combination of the sun hitting just right. Maybe wasn't quite hydrated enough. No wind, and yeah, I was just beat at the end of it. And I was like, yep, the last thing I want to do today is get on a damn motorcycle. So, yesterday, we spent the afternoon at home. Caught up on some blog stuff. I'm still finishing up videos from my Colorado trip. I kind of like to get my videos out as quickly as well, maybe not out as in release, but out as in put up and ready to go. Just because I've had a couple hard drives over the years that took a crap on me, and I lost lots of good footage. So now I've stopped using the hard drives, which I think was part of the problem. But I kind of have this paranoia as once I got the videos in, I got to get them done as quickly as possible and get them up. So that way, I don't lose the footage. Because like I said, it's kind of my paranoia of losing the footage that kind of gives me a hard time. So, but we're getting those wrapped up. And right now it's looking like those videos are going to be going out into October. I don't know why I'm telling you this, because this is after the fact. And then we're going to crack out rally videos. And in reality, you're probably watching this video around probably Thanksgiving, so. But that's kind of how I work with it. Usually right at the beginning of the season, I'm pretty lean on content, but then as the season goes along, as I get on trips and I go somewhere, generally the content will fill in, and that's kind of how I do it. Ideally, by the most part, by the end of the rally, and when I got those usually I have most of my rally videos done by probably about middle to late August. And usually by then, I kind of, if things are, usually I've got videos out anywhere from December to January. This year it may be into January, which is great. Because then in the fall I can focus on kind of refining the content a little bit, filling those last few weekends. In the past, I've tried to make my season starts like right about March. I think, oh no, right about April. And I think that's what we're going to keep going with. I kind of like doing the seasons April to March, because then I can get some content started in April. March, it gets a little tight just because of, well, the riding season around here, which isn't as reliable. Now I'm hoping this winter maybe we'll be able to do a little bit more, just for the fact that I'm gonna buy a good cover setup for my bike, especially with it being in the carport now. And it's gonna stay in the carport, but I'm gonna go buy a good all-weather cover to stick it in. And that way, yeah, it's gonna be gravel to get out of the house, but that's a lot better than sloppy, muddy yard. Or that trailer, which, let's be honest, getting out of that trailer in the winter, especially if, you know, the ground's a little slick, can be kind of sketch. So, but I think we're gonna stay with that for now. But to Tuesday, which by the way, it is getting back to Tuesday. The other thing about today as well, today is Military Appreciation Day in Sturgis, so they'll do a military appreciation ceremony at 2 o'clock, and then at 3 o'clock the B-1 flyover. Additionally, this is also the same day as Dakota Thunder Run. You will notice it's 9 in the morning right now, and well, I'm not going east to Box Elder, I'm going west. That's because, like I said, if you've been on the rock, not green night anymore. So, and this year, even though I've got really nothing planned for the day, I mean, I probably will go, I'm planning on going to the military appreciation ceremony. I probably am going to watch them coming in on Main Street, see how many, just to see how many bikes they got this year. And we'll go from there. So that was kind of the thing this year, is like, you know what, let's just do something else on Tuesday. And really all it's going to be today is kind of what it usually is. I'm heading up right now. We're going to start off at Indian Motorcycle because they're open first. Take a few of their bikes out for a ride, and then maybe do some Harley Davidsons as well. But we're going to start with Indian because they're open 9 to 5. Harley Davidson this year decided that they wanted to open up till 10. So, well, I guess we'll do Indian first this year. Really don't know what I'm going to ride yet. Really, I've ridden what I wanted to ride this year. The Honda trailer is set up at Rice Honda, so I already cancel. The Honda trailer is set up at Rice Honda, so I already went there. Already took the GL 1800 out. I think that might be the plan for tomorrow morning. Since I go down, I got to be in Rapid, since I donate plasma in Rapid City anyway. I would say that's where I'm going to end up tomorrow. I'm going to take I think I want to take a Goldwing out again, because why not? I also might take one of those Rebels out, the Rebel 1000, see how it rides. All right. Just about the main street. I rode mine. I rode mine. Yeah. All right. I think we'll park up over here by Harley Davidson. Good little base of operations for the day. Sneak. Okay, go on ahead. Yeah, you just kind of got to take it where you can get it. All right. Oh yeah, little Honda right there. Like it. Nice, 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 nice. That'll work. All right, well, like I said, I rode mine again. Well, I ain't gonna lie, it really annoys me when people do that crap. But here's the other thing though. If you're gonna come to a rally, you kind of just need to accept the fact that people are gonna do that. I mean, it just is what it is. I personally will not do that. I don't do that. That's not, to me, no. Unless I'm riding along with you, no, I ain't gonna pull up straight you like that. Because like I said, I don't think it's right. Cancel. I don't think it's right. But then again, though, some people don't care because it's, well, rally. It's a brotherhood as long as we're not in a hurry, right? Oh well. Like I said, no sense throwing a fit about it. It ain't gonna change nothing. That's an interesting get up there. Alright, and to the traffic line. I'm totally giving you a gap here, bud. But if you ain't gonna take advantage of it, I can't help you. Nice little gold wing there. Love me some gold wings. Gotta love the geezer glides, baby. But we're here on a Sport Chief RT. $23,000. And yes, it's kind of got that, you know, that Dynabro, but not a Dynabro, because it's not a Dyna. Turn signals on. Chief Indian trying to go full Dynabro, but like I said, it ain't a Dyna, because it ain't a Harley. But I gotta say, that look is starting to kind of grow on me again. I was never a big fan of it, even in the Sons of Anarchy days, but I don't know, I'm kind of more and more liking that look the more and more we go along. I ain't gonna lie, I probably would make a bike look like this. I can't say much, because like I said, I probably would do the exact same thing with the bike. So I give Dynabros shit all the time, but I tell you, I'd probably make mine a Dynabro wannabe as well. Alright, very carefully, patiently waiting to really open this thing up. But actually, there's no traffic. Oh, there's a cop right there. We'll kind of just, we'll get past the hill before we get too wild. Got to watch out for the fuzz. And yes, here you have to watch out for the fuzz. Yep, you have to beware of the fuzz around here. We'll get down here past where he can see us, and then I think we might, run this thing through its through the motions, you could say. And no more fuzz. I forget how unnerving that is in a non-fared bike. I mean, yes, it's got cop fairing and it actually does a pretty good job of stopping the wind, but still, it's really unnerving with all that wind on you when you're used to a Goldwing. You tend to forget when you ride a Honda Goldwing what wind kind of really feels like in the real world. You kind of forget. We'll set the cruise real quick here just to keep things, make sure we're good. We don't need to get too wild. Because the rules of the demos are you get to keep any trophies you earn, as in, well, all your speeding tickets and court appearances and all that fun stuff and your fines, those are all yours to keep. So, which, great deal. But the nice thing about it is if you wreck their bike, generally you're going to be fine. Now, I would guess if you wreck it doing something stupid, I would guess that Indian's probably going to come after you for something. I mean, they'd be stupid not to, and let's be honest, they're backed by lawyers. I mean, we know what lawyers do. They f the world up. That's what lawyers do. All right. We're not doing a test ride, but I am going to give you just an overview look of it. We're in neutral. But there we go. I do like that look. I really do like that look. No, that's a good look. Yeah, I'm definitely, like I said, I'm becoming more and more of a fan of this look. And like I said, I kind of like having the little bitty bags on there. That's kind of cool. You could put yourself a detachable sissy bar on there, put your tour pack right on top, and you got something that can go somewhere for a bit, you know? So, yeah. Like I said, I would like to eventually build something that maybe kind of looks like this. I don't want a brand new one, because honestly, to me, $23,000 for this when I can pay, you know, $8,000 to $10,000 more for a gold wing that's already set up for me. But that's part of the aura, I guess, of the American machines is, well, you can customize them how you like. Excuse me. Still fighting it just a little bit. All right. What are you doing? I'm good, dude. Everybody just gotta see what you're doing. All right. Just out looking around. Oh, someone's taking a test ride on a way too expensive pickup. All right, let's go. That's a lot of fun. Oh, that's a lot of fun. And I gotta say, we'll set the cruise back again. Yeah, we'll just set the cruise. Just be good. Well, now we're on something that's a little bit more my style. Indian Pursuit Limited with power band audio. Sorry I can't do an audio test because somebody decided that they wanted to break the antenna off this bike. So yeah, there's no radio on this. And I don't really feel like Bluetooth on my phone because, you know, then the whole world's got, you know, no, I don't even want to mess with that. My phone's Bluetooth to too much crap the way it is. So, where you at, kickstand? So yeah, this is the... Which metallic is this? I don't know. But anyways, here's prices on it. $33,500, $34,200, $34,200, and $35,000. So that's the prices you're looking at for one of these. Yep, they are, you know, as you expect, spendy bike because it's a touring bike. But they do have a pretty good look to them. This one's got fog lights on it. Like I said, not a bad looking bike. Of course, I always kind of like the looks of the Indians. I like kind of the way they do their engines, kind of the modern style. But one thing about it, though, you can see where that went. Whoops. One thing about it, though, it feels like these. It feels like they have gotten bigger. Like the fairing has got it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just seeing things, but it sure seems like this year feels like the fairing is just bigger. And maybe I just haven't noticed it before, but it just feels like, man, like I got a hell of a fairing in there now. The seat's not too bad for a stock seat. It's fairly comfortable. Obviously, everybody knows that's the first thing I would change on something now is the seat. So we definitely throw a Russell Daylong on this thing. But it's like I said, I like the Indians. They're good, solid bikes. I think they're a good, solid alternative to Harley Davidson if you don't want a Harley Davidson. good solid, you know, alternative for sure. They still use the cable clutch. Yeah, I mean, it's just got a basic on it. All right, 901 ship, so that's actually heavier than a new Goldwing. It's funny, people used to cry about how heavy the Goldwings are, and now every American full dresser is, you know, almost 900 pounds or more. So now the weight don't matter, which in the end, the weight does not matter. The weight of a bike doesn't really matter when you're driving down the road on it or maneuvering with it. It's all about how it fits you and how much the ability you have for it to basically to maneuver it. And this bike and all these bikes maneuver well. I mean, come on, every time you see a motorcycle rodeo and you got the cops out there, and those bikes are probably 700, 800 pounds at least, and they're whipping them around like they're a little toy, because it's all about technique and it's all about how the bike is balanced out. And I used to worry about motorcycle weight all the time, but then when I stopped worrying about motorcycle weight was probably, what bike was it? Gotta think here. I think it was the first time I got on a Victory cross country, the full dresser. And I remember being intimidated by the side, you know, thinking, oh my God, it's so heavy, blah, blah, blah. But then I got on it and realized how well balanced it was. And I'm like, you know what? Weight's nothing but a number, and that's what it is. Weight is nothing but a number. Here's where weight really makes a difference. Is, you know, those moments at the light, like all of a sudden you start losing it and you try to catch yourself. I mean, that's okay for like a 500-pound bike, but for a 900-pound bike, not so much. Big bikes like this, just let them go. Let them fall over. It'll be fine. That's why you got crash guards on them. I will say this. These Pursuits definitely feel a lot more comfortable out of the box now than they did before. And that may be because I got a special seat on it. I don't know, but comfort-wise, like, I don't remember an Indian that ever felt this good while I sat on it. Like, things are in a good spot. I like where the bars are. Like, I like where I sit on it. I mean, maybe a little bit of a pullback. One thing I would maybe consider just a little bit more of a pullback on the bar. But this is pretty damn good. Like, pretty solid out of the box. And for those of you that haven't been around, you understand that, you know, what's good out of the box is a big deal to me. Yes, customizations are great, but here's the thing. When I go to a dealership and I write my check for that bike, I want that bike to be able to, I want to ride that pretty much I go with this. One of my things I really like is, can I ride that thing to Santa Monica, to the Santa Monica Pier tomorrow? We're probably about, I don't know, 1,600 miles or so away from, well, no. Yeah, I think it's like 1,600 miles away or so from Santa Monica Pier. But that's kind of my thoughts, is can I get to the Santa Monica Pier tomorrow as is? And this is definitely one that could. There's some bikes out there where you got to do some major tweaking and modifications, but this one, not so much. And I really do like that. That's a big deal to me. Hence the reason why I'm such a big, that's one of the reasons why I'm such a big fan of Goldwings, is they're good right out of the box. You know, generally what Goldwing owners put on stuff is they'll, you know, they put lights on things. A better seat maybe. But otherwise, for the most part, they leave it alone. Well, this just in. We found old Geezer's older and cooler cousin. Nice looking old Valkyrie there. I'm guessing he started as a tour. Probably sourced that pack for something else for a long trip. So, gotta say, I like the old Valkyries. Also, I like to see me an old beat up Harley still running. Kind of have a thing for them older bikes nowadays.
you know all the videos from here and you see it's some kind of cool Harley, which are cool in their own right, but you know what? We're gonna give some love this CB1000 because you don't see a lot of them. That looks absolutely gorgeous.
Well, that was a pretty good day. Got to ride some cool machines. The military appreciation ceremony was pretty good. We unfortunately did not get a B1 flyover because it was delayed by weather, so that's a bummer, but that's okay. Yeah, it was a good day all around. I'm very happy with it. I also managed to get 2 free t-shirts out of the deal, so that's always good. So that means I got 3 free t-shirts this rally, so I'm very stoked about that, because you know me, I love free stuff. But yeah, good day all around. Definitely enjoyable. I think tentative, actually, you know what, we're not even going to talk about what we're going to do tomorrow, because I've already said I was going to do something the day after and didn't do anything, so we'll just see what tomorrow brings us. You'll find out in the next video. Here in Rapid City at this very awesome Hardee's, because you know me, I like to really get out there and experience the food of the rally. Here's why I ate at Hardee's, because I know what I'm gonna get. I get $1 off a combo because I'm in the military, and today's activities are going to center around Rapid City. So we're going to run right on over to Rice Honda today, and we're going to go check out the Honda demo that's set up. We've already been there once, but we're going to go there today. Maybe ride a few more bikes. I don't know if you're going to get to ride on any of them or not. Like I said earlier in the week, they didn't really give me a warm fuzzy on the yay record or not. We may just happen to just show up with the GoPro, and we'll see how it goes, I guess. But anyways, it's been a good morning so far, and you know, the weather ain't too bad. It's a little warm today, but it's not unbearably humid today, so that's good. Oh, good. ABS lights back. Cool. Haven't seen that for a few days, so I'm figuring I got a loose wire or a loose connection or something. I don't know, we'll figure that out eventually. Now, you're not going to see it today, but with it being Wednesday, you're going to start seeing people heading home today. And actually, yesterday, I was shocked at 3:45 in the afternoon how much open space there was on Main Street, especially towards the tower. Now, I'm talking about the tower that's on the corner of Main and Junction. And actually, this year it's the only place they're doing a tower. But I counted easily probably 20 places to park a bike, all probably within, you know, that half block. Which kind of surprised me, because especially that time of day, usually right on that part is pretty dang heavy and lots of traffic. So they've shown some preliminary numbers, and it looks like it's up, what, 8%, I think is what it was said over the weekend. But I don't think we're going to end up anywhere close to the biggest rally ever, which is kind of what I thought going in. And I'm starting to wonder, I don't think they're going to be anywhere close to what my estimate was. But I guess we'll find out at the end. Either way, this place still gets busy. Well, the hills do. You notice Rapid City right now, it's pretty kind of chill. And a good chunk of Rapid City is like that. Really, Rapid City, it's busy at the truck stops. Gas stations, that's a big one. Restaurants are pretty busy. And of course, exit 55, which is where Black Hills Harley Davidson's at. But and you're about to see here when we go to Rice Honda, it's a whole different vibe everywhere else. Well, we're sitting at 81 degrees. Like I said, it's not terribly humid today, which is kind of a relief. But of course, the day is still young. I think tomorrow the east wind's supposed to kick up again, and well, comes back to dew point and all that other fun crap. Oh, I hope that pickup slows up. That always makes you pucker as a motorcyclist when you see something like that. And I know the GoPro doesn't really do it justice, but he come flying out from around. Like looking like he was gonna send it there for a second. Excuse me, jeez. All right, let's look over towards Yamaha. So one thing I have not seen here this year, and it's been surprising, is the Yamaha trailer did not come this year. So yeah, no Yamaha truck this year. But we got Honda, which is kind of weird. Honda doesn't come all the time. You might see Honda once every 5 to 8 years. And I'm kind of thinking, so you'll see the Triumph truck here too, but or it's the trailer, but I don't think, my guess is Triumph just sent a truck. They didn't send the full crew. So I'm guessing they just brought a bunch of bikes to demo that basically Rice Honda's handling. But we got J&M here too. Actually, let's take a run through the lot. I'll show you what we got here. Spider stuff. Of course, J&M. They used to always be out at Black Hills Harley. And yeah, you got the Triumph trailer here. And then the Honda trailer. And there you go. That's who we got at Rice. Like I said, a lot more chill than Black Hills Harley for sure. But like most things, there isn't a ton of accessories for Goldwings. I mean, it's all basically lighting. Lighting, suspension, maybe, but mostly it's lighting. You don't need to put $10,000 to $20,000 into these things to make them good and ready to go. So, which is nice. So, one thing about it, probably the biggest collection of Goldwings that's not a Goldwing rally you'll see. Let's see what else I got here. Rubber 1000, $95.99. Good little, I think a good little fun one to start with for sure. And then we got the Translap, 10 grand. Cool little color scheme there. The Rebel 5, just kind of a little guy, but still. Of course, the old Africa Twin, 15.5. What was that? 5. What's that one? 7 grand. And the NT 1100 DCT. Then we got some dirt bikes. Sierra 450, 300, 300, 450. And what else we got here?
Okay, this is the Rebel 1100 DCT, which, well, it's crazy. You don't see something you never see in entry level is DCT, which I think is pretty cool. But, and here's just my thoughts on this. Personally, I would not recommend a DCT for a starter bike, just because I think it's kind of important when you're starting out as a rider to kind of get that memory down of how to run that control. You know, you don't want to, you want to kind of learn how to manipulate that, I think, before you go. But same time, if you're looking for an easy way to get on a bike, there you go. Let's look at the gold wings here. So we got regular gold wing DCTs. We got a Tour DCT, gold wing DCT. We have the gold wing Tour non-DCT, which is what I'm gonna take here. We got the Griswold family gold wing here. 50th anniversary style. What else we got here? Here's just some cool stuff though. Now granted, like I said, this color is kind of rough, but like I love like the detail on the decals. You know, those are the kind of things I like. Here's the red one. That's pretty slick right there. Like the look of that for sure. That would be, if I were buying one, that's probably the one I'd buy. Notice how it's not a DCT. No, I got nothing. Oh, what's here? Oh, you know, I mean, hell, under 30 grand. Gold Wing Tour, 50th anniversary. I got nothing against the DCT. The TCT is absolutely awesome transmission. But the reason I would go with manuals, because, well, you know, I think DCT is above my pay grade. And I kind of still like, I do like the feel of that clutch. Also like slow speed stuff, a lot easier to do that. Also, there's been some scuttle about, you know, people do low speed drills and stuff with it and having issues with, you know, losing transmissions, and then Honda saying, well, we're not going to pay for it on warranty. So that's another thing to kind of keep in mind. Yeah, anyways, really good selection today. Let's see what else we got down here. Granted, there's a few out, but what do we got here? CB, that would be your CB 650R, 93 to 99. I believe that's another NX 500, then the CBR 650. I might have to take a CBR out, just to say I took a CBR out. Never ever ridden a CBR, so you know what? We just, well, you know, expand the horizons. And then, of course, you got the 1000, which, nah, we're definitely not going to demo that. Because, well, the problem is, you're doing a leader bike, you know, you're really in that, you need to be on a track. You just can't enjoy them on the road. You can't, like, especially because it's not like it's a, like last year, I did the Busa. And yes, I knew it was going to be terrible ride. I knew it was going to run down the road. But you know what? At least it got, you know, you could say you rode Busa. You know, V just doesn't have that same effect. But here's the thing with that. Really, with 650, you got more than enough. Probably 400, you got more than enough with a sport bike. But, all right, let's do this demo. Oop. All right, so that is what the 50th anniversary badging looks like. I'm also surprised
I just kind of assumed that the 50th anniversary only came with the DCT, so that's nice to know. You can get the badge 50th anniversary at $29.2, not bad. Like I said, you say 30 grand's too much for a bike. Well, that's what all the new touring bikes are now, at least. Boy, that feels good. Figure out a way to retrofit my Mikko pegs to this thing and I'll take it home. Although I'm guessing a conversation of like, honey, guess what? I just spent $30,000 on a new motorcycle. Would go over well. Now here's the moneymaker of this route. I will say this. This is an awesome route. Like, this is a great route. We're not too far out of Rapid City. We're taking advantage of some of the county roads here. For those of you not familiar, this is, if I remember right, the name is Spring Creek Road. If you've been to Hart Ranch before, south of Rapid City, well, this is the way to Hart Ranch. Like, just some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful riding out here for sure. Like I said, gives you a good feel for the road, good feel for the, you know, the terrain you're going to deal with. Would I love to go down needles with this? Absolutely. Would I love to be in their position trying to lay roads down this? Absolutely not. But these guys do a very good job. Honda does a very, just much like Honda seems to always do, they do a very good job of just doing what they do. Like I said, this demo is great because it gives you a little bit of everything. It gives you a good full run too, a good feel for it. Because yeah, running to Whitewood and back in Sturgis, it gives you a little bit of a feel, but not like this one does. There's like maybe 3 curves on Whitewood Road. And they're more sweepers like you see here. Here's a 30-mile-per-hour curve. And this is especially great for me because I ride this road all the time. So I'll get a really good feel from the machine on this road because this is the road I routinely ride. Right up through them gears pretty quickly. I definitely could be better. I think give me some time with this, get a good feel for that mesh point, and it'd be perfect. Oh, one more thing I was going to note on that. Granted, I kind of wasn't very good on the throttle. But the other thing is, you saw the difference there with the DCT. Like, there is no shifting with the DCT. And even if you're an amateur like me, you could be dang near a pro with that DCT. So I think that was another interesting selling point on that DCT, is you just got it all when you want it. He had it, all of it. I had it, but I needed a little more skill to have all of it. So yeah, the thought of which one I would buy, DCT or manual, oof. I think I'd still go manual, to be honest with you. But it would be a tough choice. Let's put it that way. Wow. Hell, even in tour, you can kind of send this thing a little bit. Whoa, we let a little slideways there. Whoopsies. My bad. Whoops. Ooh. Ooh. Well, you can knock her sideways, although, I mean, something this small, It ain't that hard. Ooh, a little slicky. Oh. One thing that I forgot to mention is this has a quick shifter, and it's a pretty nice little shifter. I unfortunately didn't remember it till the end of the ride, but hey, it's okay. I got some work with my clutch hand. But you might not be able to get a DCT in this, but you can get a quick shifter, and quick shifter is pretty nice. Do you want to look cool like Jax Teller, but you have some issues with your left hand and clutches? Well, then the Dyna-Matic is for you. DCT transmission, you don't have to shift or nothing. You just have to go and you stop. Put it in D, you have some fun rolling around like Jax Teller. The Dyna-Matic from Honda. Sons of Anarchy, best sold separately. Although it would be kind of ironic that a guy with the road name of Clutch rolling around in a DCT motorcycle. There, take advantage of the one little curve we get. Man, I'd love to take this on that other route. Like I said, this is a fun freaking bike, man. I love this little thing. Oh, this thing would be so much fun to run around with. Oh my gosh. I would have a great time on this bike for sure. For absolutely sure I'd have a great time on this bike. Hell yeah, this is an awesome bike, dude. Okay, well, there we go. That's it for the day. God, that was a good fun day of demoing. Good riding, good routes. Just to recap, we did the 6-speed Honda Goldwing. We also did the DCT. We then did the CB750. And we finished it off with the Rebel 1100. All pretty solid bikes. Obviously, of the four, the one I'd be most likely to buy tomorrow, this should come as no surprise, would be, I'd say probably the Goldwing 6-speed. I'd say the one I had the most fun on, and I did not think at the beginning of the day I would have the most fun on, was the Rebel 1100 DCT. I'm telling you, small bikes like that are just fun as hell to run around with. It was very enjoyable. Had a good experience. Like I said, the routes are both very good. They do run two different routes. The Goldwing ones run around, the rest of them run a different one. I kind of wish that they would have been the same on both. Because I was on that Rebel 1100 and I'm like, man, I would really love to go by that on that road down by Hart Ranch right now. But that's no route. The route they still picked was a pretty good route. Either way, both routes, I felt like you got a good feel for the motorcycle. Geez, that is some bright stuff on that bike. But yeah, great fun day. Kind of nice to focus on Rapid City just a little bit. Give you a chance to see just kind of how different the vibe is when you're in Rapid City as opposed to like up by Sturgis. And really, for the most part, I'd say you probably saw a few more motorcycles than you would normally see down here running around, but for the most part, Rapid City, it's business as usual. Unless you're at a motorcycle dealership or a gas station. Because even Royce Honda, it's quite a bit more busy there during the rally. Obviously, you got all your Honda stuff. They got Spider too. Also, One thing about them that I think is very underrated is they're a very good spot to go get tires. Like, no matter what you ride during rally, you could probably pull in there in the morning for a new tire and you probably would have one on by the afternoon. Like, they set up so they can take care of the out-of-towners. I think they do a pretty good job with it, and I think, like I said, their tire prices are pretty good pretty much all year long. So if you're coming from out of town and you need a tire like now, I would think about them. I would check out, I wouldn't sleep on either them or Black Hills Power Sports, because you could probably get in there decent amount of time, not break the bank, getting the tire put on. You don't have to deal with all that crap at Black Hills Harley Davidson. Obviously, if you want to get some rally feel, yeah, great. Yeah, go to Black Hills Harley Davidson. The one thing about it is it will not be that feel at Power Sports or Rice Honda. But like I said, you want a good deal on a tire, I would take a look at those two places. Now granted, I've never had a tire put on there because I've been putting on my own tires for so long now that, but a lot of the Harley riders I know, a lot of them will say the same thing. Yep, check out Rice or Black Hills Power Sports. They do pretty good for tires. So just a thought. But now we're gonna go do like real life adult things, like go to the grocery store, gotta get some supplies. And on that horrible disappointment, I'd like to thank you for stopping by the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. Clutch here from the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. So, what day is it now? It's Thursday. Oh gosh, what day of August is it? Thursday, August 7th. 2025. It is day 7 of the rally officially. This will be your, what day for the rally for me? This will be the 5th day of the rally for me. So today we're going to go down to Hill City and we're going to do some Harley demo rides down there. Now usually I'll do them in Sturgis, but we're going to run down there today just for something different. Kind of want to see what kind of route, if there's any differences in the route, if the route's any better. So we're going to run down there today and take a look at that. Maybe get you a few shots of taking the long way down there. But yeah, let's head that way. Wow, Black Elk looks great this morning. Even with a little bit of haze, it still looks pretty darn good this morning. It's right there, kind of just right to the front of my finger. It's probably really hard to see in the camera. We're going to pull off here at Rockerville. We're going to deploy the 360 camera. And yeah, we're going to take you down. We'll run you down, South Rockerville Road. Then Highway 40 into Keystone. And then from Keystone to Hill City, we're actually going to take the Hill City Road. Old Hill City Road. So I think you're going to like it. What the hell? Can't even tell what it says. 132, okay, or 23 or something. There we go. All right, let's do this. Let's do it.
pain. One of my favorite back roads in the hills right here. Even more of a favorite than even actually no, this is pretty much one of my favorites right here. Nice thing about it is you get some traffic but not a ton of traffic. Even during the rally it's not too bad. Which surprises me because you would figure this route would have a ton more traffic. But it don't. For whatever reason, it just doesn't. I'm sure if it's closer to Sturgis, it'd be a different story, but welcome to Keystone. Actually pretty sleepy this morning. Figured there'd be a little more action, but it's pretty sleepy morning. Got a few bikes still here. I would guess a good amount have already departed for their homes. You start seeing it this time of week. Start to fill up a little bit. That's what we're looking for. Old Hill City Road. Runs right around the old train track there. Also, it's another one of those roads just kind of take it easy on.
there's some tight, tricky turns on it for sure. Also, we're right by a creek there. Kind of making it a little cooler here. It's about 72 degrees right now, so not too bad. Kind of found what I was looking for this morning, I think. Get a little cooler weather. Probably won't make much of a difference later, but can't hurt though. And another railroad crossing. I gotta say, it's still kind of nice. You can, even during the rally, you can find little spots where you kind of got the road to yourself. And granted, leaving early sure helps. But even here at 20 after 9 in the morning, this road's relatively free and open and pretty much to myself. Except for the half-naked dudes having their morning beer alongside the road. You know, it's Sturgis, what can you say? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what we have here is a CVO Road Glide ST. What do we got for a price? I mean, only 50 grand. Here, give you a keystone shot. No parking, but we put latrines there now too. That's funny. Yeah, the least enforced no parking zone in all United States of America right there. Just a nice little reminder where you're at in the world. One of the fun things about rally is sometimes you get a little more up close and personal than you want to with the bike. Like, kind of like just now at the light when bike's sitting right there in that lane, just kind of came right here about 6 inches from my leg, and it's like, oh, hello, ass. That was cool. Just being neighborly, I guess, you know. As you can see, a lot busier now here. I don't know what these guys are doing. Yeah, they don't know what they're doing either. And you got the one dude that's riding with them that just kind of, he's just doing his own thing. Of course, it's about noon now too. Ah, oh, damn it. No, no, guys, go to Rushmore. There, good. Yes, go to Rushmore. Go to Rushmore, you three. I don't want to frickin' follow you anymore. Good Lord. Although these guys might be just as bad. They don't know what they're doing. Good Lord. I mean, it's only got a sign that tells you how to get there. I'm just saying. Just saying, if only there was a sign there that said, turn here, get in this lane. Oh, wait, there is. You can tell quite a few places are starting to clear now. Not near the bikes there or there. I'm guessing today a lot of people have left for home. Usually happens on Thursdays. And there'll be even more that leave tomorrow. So yeah, just as quick as that damn thing as the rally gets here, it pretty much wraps up. Like they pull up the welcome mat and everybody goes home. Got a little lunch in me. They're at Joe's. Name of the place is Joe's. And let me tell you, that's a good place. So, it's nothing special. It's very much basic bar food, you know, burgers and fries. But let me tell you this much. I got a double cheeseburger with fries and a draft beer. Fat Tire, by the way, not a Busch Light or Miller Light or something like that. And it was 17 and a quarter. Yep, 17 and a quarter. They don't have a rally menu. They don't have a special rally menu, which is good. Straight up, it's the same laminated menu as you get when you walk in there in January. Like I said, a double cheeseburger with a draft beer for 17 and a quarter. That Sweeto burrito I had the other day up in Sturgis was 18 for the burrito. So hey, you want a place that ain't got deals rally prices, go to Joe's in Rapid. Also, not really a crazy rally crowd either. I mean, there were a couple bikes in there. There was like 3 bikes total in there, but it wasn't crazy at all. One thing I should probably mention, just to kind of give you a heads up, they are a supporter of a certain MC that wears red and yellow. So just keep that in mind. Sorry, I keep telling you, I keep forgetting to mention stuff about Joe. So, the reason I didn't show you any of the inside of that is, well, you got to go experience it for yourself. I will give you a clue on the vibe of the place. Very much old cowboy bar vibe. Yep. So if you kind of like that old cowboy bar kind of vibe, Joe's is the place for you, absolutely. Well, the stickiness is back. Ugh. It is roasting. I think that's a nice way to say it. It's roasting. Well, run over the main one here. We'll see what's going on over there today. Whew. God, it's sticky. Jesus. Well, once again, I guess we live in freaking Alabama now. Jesus. Ridiculous, dude. Well, we got one actual kind of hot day. All right. Roast. She's pulling like I own the place. Nah. Try to get a burger, fries, and a beer for 17 and a quarter there. Well, the beer is going to cost you 8. So that means you only got 9 and a quarter left. You can get a sliced pizza for that. You can definitely get a slice of pizza for that. But it's a slice of pizza. It ain't much. Decent amount of people here in the parking lot today. I still can't get over this lot. Like, it's always so, like, it's just open lot. Like, I do BRC shit here, or BRC. I do basically MSF stuff here most of the year. Oh yeah, she's very cleared out, very empty, much as you'd expect. Here, just we'll go kind of close up here to the front. There we go. That'll work. Well, I think we've had enough roasting for the day. I think I'm ready to come out of the oven. Go home. Or call it day. Go home. Find the air conditioning. Because my God, it's hot out. Ugh. Oh, come on, legs. You gotta work a little bit longer. We don't need the music right now. Holy crud, dude. Like, good God. 91 degrees. But the dew point's definitely up. We definitely got a bit of a dew point going. At least for us. Yep, maybe in other places of the world this is nothing, but I tell you, for us, this is bad. Go ahead. You're good. You're good. He is ready. That bike is ready for a bad day. Including the chicken. That's funny. Yeah, it's a good time to get the hell out of Dodge. Like I said, we're gonna go home. We're gonna get in some freaking air conditioning. Probably get the pool ready for my wife to get home from work, because I'm guessing she will be ready for some pool time. You know, I gotta say, that was a pretty good day. I got to show you a different spot. That was the first time I've shown you Hill City. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow yet. Have not decided. I think we'll hit Sturgis up one more time. Because, well, tomorrow's going to be our last day. After tomorrow, rally's done. At least not officially, but like I said earlier, Saturday, need to get going on finishing painting the house. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. I just need to do it. I am not gonna wait for that. Do a slightly illegal U-turn. That's what we're gonna do. I'm going, boys. Pull out in front of me. Like, hello. Speaking of pulling out in front of me, I guess I told him to do that. I said, I'm going, boys. Pull out in front of me. He did. Hey, he didn't fuck around. You know what's really enjoyable when you're on a Goldwing is effortlessly staying with the guy that's on a Harley, who's just so adamant to get ahead of you. I enjoy that. It's the little things that are really that mean a lot in life, you know. There we go. I mean, it's kind of a warm wind, but it feels nice just to get some wind underneath you, man. Because it got hot today. It wasn't too bad up at Hill City, but I knew once we came down it'd be pretty hot. Well, what did we learn today? We learned the Hill City demo route ain't too bad. As long as you go early. Once it gets busy, it kind of sucks. We also learned it is possible in the Black Hills to get a good solid stretch of empty road, even during the rally. Also, we learned that Joe's is a really good place to eat and they don't charge rally prices. Oh, we learned it's fucking hot. We learned that, yeah. Also, we learned we have to do some editing of this video. So, I'd like to thank you for stopping by the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. We make weekly motorcycle videos. They come out every Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. If you don't know what Mountain Time is, it's Denver. So 7 p.m. Thursdays in Denver, new videos come out. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you dislike the video, hit the dislike button. Feel free to leave a comment, good or bad, or it's on both on Comments and Beer, which is our monthly comment show that's always the first Thursday of every month. Now, if you don't have to wait for that show, you can pay $2.99 and you can be a member of the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. Not only will that get you priority reply to comments, as in you leave a comment on a video, I will post a reply within 48 hours. Additionally, you'll get access to all my videos when I upload them. You'll notice right now on my blog there are several videos that say members first. Well, if you want to see those videos, it's pretty simple. Become a member of the Sodak Motorcycle Blog for $2.99 a month. Then where's the money go to? Well, pretty much go back into the blog. Somehow. If nothing else, it'll help purchase the beer for the Comments and Beer show. But if you don't want to pay, that's okay as well, because you'll still get the same quality, well, substandard quality, actually really terrible programming that you're used to seeing from the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. So anyways, once again, I'd like to thank you for stopping by. I am Clutch, and we'll see you later. Hey, can one of you guys from the south, when you leave this rally, take this
stuff back home with you. Because, oh God, this is ridiculous. Like, I don't mind heat, but you give me a 70-degree or 65-degree dew point with 90-degree heat. That's some BS, man. Like, I will do dry heat all day, but not this. No way.
We're starting things a little different today. 5:13 in the morning on Friday of the rally, and well, today's video I wanted to, I guess the idea of the video is a day in, I guess, my life at the rally. What I do, so that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go through what we do. Well, just to explain the start, I don't usually go to much of the night stuff at the rally. I don't really party a lot at the rally, so mostly my days during the rally, even though I take them off from work, they usually start about the same time as my work day starts, give or take. And most of my days start out with, well, we got to go work out. So this morning's laps at the swim center just tend to be happen to be what we're doing today. So that's what we're going to go do right now. Like I said, I like to kind of stay active and try to stay fit as much as I can. Obviously, some of that's from being in the National Guard, and you got to maintain fitness standards to be in the military. So yeah, that's how my day starts. Stay tuned. We'll see how the rest of it goes.
The exodus is ongoing. Very much the most approachable of all kinds of power sports equipment, really. It's two simple levers. Forward is forward, back is reverse. It even beeps when you go into reverse, or tells you it beeps to tell you, hey, you're in reverse. And then park brake down and you go. No shifting, none of that, just go. Does it hurt its motorcycle style credentials? Absolutely. But you know what? Who cares? Yes, the exodus is continuing. 10:41 on a Friday. Escape from Sturgis. Well, we're on Arnold's bike now. Fat boy. Yep, I'm on a yellow bike. They told me do the fat boy and the breakout, so we're doing the breakout now. And yeah, I guess I just went with yellow. I want to get used to it because, yeah, it's not growing on me. I'm not a fan of yellow. Well, I think we might be done with the demos. I'm kind of getting bored, to be honest with you. I think some of it too is I'm kind of tired of dealing with the traffic. I think it's starting to bother me a little bit. Of course, you think about it, I rode a decent amount more this year than I did last year. I think that's part of it. Plus, I got a lot of my demoing out yesterday. And I didn't even think about it. I just pulled up beside him, did what I hate. Whoops. Oh well. But yeah, it's about, yeah, I think it's time to just grab some lunch, and grab a beer, and kind of just walk around and check out what's going on in Sturgis, I think, for the last day. I believe that bike that was in front of us with the bed roll, I'm thinking he's doing the smart thing. Plus, honestly, I'm getting sick of that. Like that massive just jam. Kind of getting tired of that too, so, you know, screw it. We're gonna call it. Boy, this is hardly filled up at all today. There's a lot of people leaving town right now. You can tell. His Harley was leaking.
Back to, all right, first of all, let's run down to Main Street, see if there's a place I can pull this bike into. We'll find out, I guess. There's bound to be a spot, probably a yellow spot. I'll park there. Someone will be like, they're gonna tow you. I'll be like, okay, well, I will take my chances.
I also like to live dangerously.
But we're going to take the back route here because, well, I've been down Main Street enough this rally, so I think you'll get it. I mean, I could take the 131 ST out, but here's the thing, it's kind of hard to, it gets kind of hard to, you know, really feel it on test rides like this. You know, it's just kind of tough. Like almost bikes like that, they almost need to be on a closed test circuit for those. One thing today is we're not really in a hurry to do anything today. Anybody. Like, so what they're pointing at is the old Sturgis sign up there. Not the RV park, Sturgis sign up by the flag. It's up by the flag next to the Jack Daniels Lotto. I wonder how much their tent camping is. I bet it ain't cheap because of where it's at. I feel like a lot of locals in town today. Yeah, it's one way, by the way, but hey, cool. All good. Yeah. Got a mover here. Shoot. Well, if all else fails, there's plenty of parking up there at Old Iron Horse. You were here before me. Yeah, we're probably about dead here. Guess what? I do believe I'm gonna park right frickin' here. Give me a minute, Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus. Like, just give me 2 fucking seconds, buddy. Christ almighty. Yeah, you can tell the whole, yep, the rally is getting to me a little bit. And I'm also a little hangry. So, let's go eat something.
Well, first beer, 12:15. Now let's go find some food. you, Chopper. Chopper magnet attracted me to it. Goldwing, Goldwing. God damn it. A little chilly for the Florida folks today. Oh yeah. Yep. CX500 in the flesh. Boy, you really don't see these anymore. That was what my first bike was a CX500. Holy crap, that's cool. Pretty solid shape too. Yeah, not bad. There we go. We'll try this again anyway. Darn cameras anyway. Well, now we're going this way. We'll take the shortcut back out. Just watched two big wheels collide. I figured they were going to come to blows in front of me. But they didn't. I don't know, maybe they're duking it out right now. Who knows? I don't think anybody hit anybody. But I do think what happened, someone got close to somebody, one guy panicked, fell over. Basically looked like the one guy in the big wheel couldn't actually handle his big wheel. weekend. Who knows? It was a good rally though. Pretty satisfied with it. I got to do everything I think I wanted to do, so. Yeah, you probably can't park there, that's there. That's where you learned if you practice enough slow race or not. F6B. Oh, Slayer. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. See, if you're patient enough, you will find something. You just got to be patient. Well, and there we go. Well, Main Street, we'll see you for next rally, I guess.